We grew up believing villains were born evil, that some people are just bad. But what if that isn't true? What if every villain was once someone who felt small, forgotten, unseen? What if the monster wasn't created by darkness, but by pain that was never healed? Tonight, let's hear their side.
You call me jealous, but you've never lived in someone else's shadow. My brother was strength, courage, leadership. I was the quiet one, the thinker, the one no one cheered for. When you grow up constantly compared to someone stronger, you start believing you are less. And when the world only respects power, you either accept being invisible or you take the throne yourself. I didn't want chaos. I wanted to matter. But when resentment sits long enough, it starts to feel like justice.
They celebrated a birth, invited the entire kingdom, except me. Not because I was weak, not because I was dangerous, but because I made them uncomfortable. And when pride is all you have, being publicly dismissed feels like war. You say I cursed a child, but what I really cursed was a kingdom that reminded me I did not belong. Sometimes revenge isn't about destruction, it's about forcing the world to acknowledge you exist.
You think I'm dramatic, but tell me, how would you feel if your brothers ruled the sky and sea while you were handed the underworld? I didn't choose darkness. It was assigned to me. While they were worshipped, I was feared. While they were celebrated, I was tolerated. When your job is dealing with death, no one thanks you. No one visits. No one appreciates the weight. And after centuries of being overlooked, you stop wanting approval. You start wanting control. Because control is the only thing no one can deny you.
They called me manipulative, but no one asks why I learned to be. I was banished, cast out, mocked for being different, and when the world decides your voice is too loud, too strange, too much, you learn to use it strategically. I didn't steal voices. I traded for them. Because power isn't given to the outcast, it's taken. You see a sea witch. I see someone who refused to drown quietly.
They praised me my whole life. Strong, handsome, admired. I was the standard, the example, the man every woman was supposed to want. And when you grow up worshipped, you don't build character, you build entitlement. So when she said no, it wasn't rejection, it was humiliation. Because if the world taught you you're perfect, one no feels like your identity collapsing. You think I hated her. No, I hated that she didn't see me the way everyone else did. And I didn't know who I was without admiration.
So tell me, were they born evil, or were they shaped by envy, rejection, comparison, exile, and fragile identity? Maybe villains aren't monsters. Maybe they're people who never learned how to process pain. And maybe the real difference between hero and villain isn't suffering. It's what you choose to become after it. Because every hero faced pain too. The only difference, Mike, is they didn't let it define them. And maybe that's the real lesson we missed as kids.